For those facing possible eviction, there is help. Scott Wiley is the Executive Director of Pro Bono Indiana. Good to see you as always.
As always, Angie, thank you for having us.
Well, you know, I saw this post on Facebook and I realized that that's probably a conversation we need to have on lifestyles. I don't know how many people know this program is even out there.
Well, and you know, Indiana has a very elevated level of evictions. A lot of folks have housing instability. In fact, 2 of the top 10 cities in the nation, Indianapolis and Fort Wayne, so the highest eviction rates of anywhere in the country. So this is a problem that a lot of our neighbors and colleagues face when they have trouble making their rent or complying with lease terms or getting conditions fixed. And we have a number of programs locally designed to help them that's actually funded and provided by the state.
And when people hear this today, how do they sign up?
Oh, I will tell you, if
program?
anybody ever is facing any type of housing instability, you want to get out in front as quickly as possible. Evictions move very quickly, within terms of weeks. And so you want to immediately, the best way to do is to call 211, which is the United Way helpline, and ask to be referred to the local legal services program that services that area. In Evansville, if you're in Vanderburgh County, you can come to the county law library in the courthouse every morning from 8 to 9 in the morning.
Every morning?
Every weekday morning, not Saturday and Sunday. And there is a legal service kiosk available in every single courthouse in all of our counties in the listening area from here.
And so when they come into the door, do they need to bring anything?
Well, the most important thing is if they have any paperwork that's already been filed. That helps any lawyer or navigator that's trying to help them through the system to obtain rental assistance or other things to know where they are in the process. Evictions, as I said, move very quickly, so having at least a case number or other communication from the landlord is really helpful. But in the end, it's reaching out for help immediately upon knowing that you're going to have trouble. Even if it hasn't happened yet, if you know you're going to have trouble making your rent in the coming month, you want to go ahead and reach out for legal help then. Don't wait until an eviction is filed.
Do people typically get a notice of some kind from a landlord?
Usually you get you know, if you're behind on your rent, you usually get a 10-day notice to pay rent or quit, but that doesn't necessarily stop the landlord from filing an eviction. It may mean that if you do it within that 10 days, you can cure and make it go away. But a lot of folks that are facing those difficulties, even an eviction filing on their record can make getting housing in the future more difficult.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, how does the program help somebody stay, I guess, ahead of it next time so they're not involved in this again?
The most effective tool that we have right now is the availability of rental assistance money that comes through the state of Indiana. And again, by calling 211, you can ask for a referral to a housing counselor who can help people apply for that rental assistance, designed for people who are renting and having trouble maintaining that tenancy.
Is that a phone call or is that an in-person?
Just 211 and they will get you to a housing counselor, the appropriate person that will tell you how to go about applying and whether you're eligible for that type of help. That's a win-win for landlords and tenants. The tenant can stay in their home and be protected, and the landlord gets paid. It's a win-win across, and it saves our communities from facing people who are placed into less good housing because they have an eviction on their record or face homelessness.
Absolutely. Is there a website, Scott?
There is. probonoindiana.org or indianalegalhelp.org. Both of them can direct people to help.
Appreciate all this important information. It's good to see you.
Happy to do it. Always glad to be here.
Now stick around. You know Donnie's here.
Oh, Donnie Mays is here.
I lined him up just for you to be here with Donnie Mays. We'll be right back with Donnie and some pineapple, I think, right after this.